Well, we're in Motherwell at Range Road and we're visiting the Mears site that manages the North Lanarkshire contract. And we're here to look at the waste station they've got here and look at the way that they do some really good best practice in segregation and the way they manage the waste and really make the most out of it. There's lots of really good ideas, lots of good practice and a lot of good enthusiasm about really managing the waste properly and seeing waste, I think, more as a resource than just kind of rubbish to make the most income from it.
Colin Erskine, Supply Chain Manager for Scotland, currently in the branch 370, which is North Lanarkshire. Since obviously Network Waste came on board in April, it's been nothing but a success, and I would personally like to thank Stuart for his continued hard work.
I'm Stuart Towler, I work for Network Waste and I'm the National Account Manager for Mears across the UK. Well, I think the big difference here, and we did notice it when we first started working with the team here, is how everybody was bought into it. Colin was really keen. It's good to get that kind of management drive to make things happen in waste, because you don't often always see that. And then you've got a really great team around him, Eddie, the guys here, everyone's bought into it. And I think we've tried to encourage that because it does make a difference.
Obviously, we're working with Stuart. There's never been a time where we haven't looked at things. We've been constantly trying to develop, change and make the site better. And I feel as though with Stuart and his team sitting there, it's really worthwhile. On the back of that, his staff, Sarah and Lisa, have been exceptional in terms of emails going forward, any problems being addressed. And again, it's a 24-hour thing where if you just know you're going to get an email back within the 24 hours. And I think that's something in terms of that you can't put a value on, is the actual customer service, and it's been exceptional. The compliance control we've got in place for Network Waste, it's a really good tool. When we are sometimes asked by the client, or when we're going for other work in terms of tender process, one of the things that obviously we can tick all the boxes on is the fact that we're segregating our waste. So in terms of the compliance control, any given opportunity, we can obviously dip into that and take the figures, the charts, anything at all in terms of if we're asked any questions. So again, it ticks all the right boxes.
Just the level of segregation here. There's almost no waste stream that hasn't been looked at and hasn't been examined and the best solution found, and we've been really happy to help with that and work alongside them with that. It's just amazing the level of detail that they go to, and in things like their recycling rates, and they're currently at sort of 98% divert from landfill, which is great. In April, when we first started working together, 35% of the waste was going as general waste. Now it's down to 14%. And that's a massive difference, and just the way they've worked, cut down the amount of transport costs and the amount of vehicle movements has saved things like carbon footprint. It's all good news. Everything seems to be a good story, and everything's been positive about the way they've gone.
4 of the guys that were for the stores, we brought them in-house, created 4 job opportunities, and it's obviously with their good attitude and everything else, we've changed the attitude of others within the business, and it's just went from strength to strength really. And again, the guys have obviously bought in a big way. It's just been a success from the very start. The cost savings, with all waste, it was 346,000 annual costs. This year, from April to December, it's 90,000, not including the guys' wages of course, but even at that it's about 205k. So it's a massive saving, and again, it's ticking all the right boxes in terms of local jobs, keeping the guys in-house and bringing it into the business. With Network Waste there as a partner, bringing in the likes of the waste management courses and everything else, and again looking with them in terms of being able to segregate the waste, consult with us and look at the best way forward. It's been an absolute success.
Network Waste is an accredited provider of training for the Chartered Institute of Waste Management, and we came up here sort of the middle of last year and delivered that training to a group of people, including Colin and including Eddie, and I think that's important that the training goes at sort of all levels to get the maximum benefit. They've both been through the course. Eddie was already a member of the Chartered Institute of Waste Management, and that really is bringing some benefits, I think, because it really means there's a really good understanding of waste.
It's been a really worthwhile exercise, and I just know that obviously it's going to go from strength to strength with Network Waste as a partner.